thought you might be awake. You always wake around this time. 2:17. Every morning, almost to the minute. I've stopped pretending it's a coincidence. Oh, don't look embarrassed. You're allowed to wake up. Hospitals aren't exactly famous for helping people sleep. Though, I do wish you'd stop apologising every time you see me. You're the patient. I'm the nurse. Looking after you is rather literally my job. There. I've straightened your blanket again. You somehow manage to kick it away every night despite barely moving. It's almost impressive. Comfortable? Good. No, don't try sitting up. You already know what happens. You get dizzy. You insist you're fine, and then you nearly faint trying to prove it. Let's skip that little ritual tonight. Stay here with me instead. Just rest. There, that's much better. See, you always breathe more easily when you stop fighting everything. Can I ask you something? It's all right if you don't answer. I've simply been wondering, when did you stop eating properly? Don't give me that little shrug. I've been your night nurse for nearly 3 weeks. I've seen every untouched tray, every cup of tea gone cold, every breakfast that somehow disappears without a single bite missing. You move the food around and you want people to think you've tried, but you haven't. Not really. No, I'm not cross, just worried. Because the strange thing is, you should be getting worse. Much worse. Your blood tests don't make any sense. Your heart doesn't make sense. You arrive looking as though the next sunrise will be your last, then every morning after I've spent the night talking with you, you're a little stronger. Just a little. Enough that nobody notices. Nobody except me. Funny, isn't it? Every doctor thinks they're treating some mystery illness. Poor things. They keep changing medications and ordering more scans, writing longer notes and looking for answers in machines. Machines can't tell what you are. Ah, that caught your attention. Don't worry, I'm not accusing you of anything. Quite the opposite. I think you've spent a very long time blaming yourself for something you never chose. You have the saddest eyes. Has anyone ever told you that? Not hopeless, just tired. The sort of tired that doesn't disappear after a good night's sleep, as though you've been carrying something heavy for years, something invisible. Would you like to know a secret? I've been reading, quite a lot actually. Not hospital textbooks, older ones. Stranger books. The kind people keep locked away because, well, they sound ridiculous. Until one day they don't. One of them described someone remarkably like you. A person who could starve while surrounded by food, whose pulse would fade, only to strengthen after sitting quietly beside someone kind. Impossible, obviously. Stories usually are, and yet here you are. Oh, don't panic. You're looking at the door, calculating how quickly you could leave. Please, don't. If I wanted to tell someone, I would have done it the first night. Instead, I'm still here, bringing you tea you never drink, adjusting your blanket, talking to you when everyone else has forgotten your room exists. Does that sound like someone who's afraid of you? No, I didn't think so. You know what I think? I think you're frightened of yourself. Much more frightened than anyone else could ever be. That's why you're always so careful. Why you avoid visitors. And why you apologize whenever someone stands too close. Why you look guilty, even when you're asleep. You whisper, "I'm sorry." Did you know that? Almost every night. I'm sorry. Over and over and over. It breaks my heart. Shh. No, don't apologize now. Not to me. Especially not to me. May I hold your hand? Only if you're comfortable. I'm asking. See? No tricks. No pressure. Just if you'd like. Thank you. Your hands are always so cold. Mine are warmer. Perhaps they'll lend yours a little courage. There. Just breathe. You're trembling. It's all right. I'm not going anywhere. Do you notice something? No? Then let me tell you. Your heartbeat. It's steadier now. Interesting. It always happens every single time. No, don't pull away, please. Just another minute. Humour me. See, you're not getting weaker. Neither am I. At least, not enough for you to notice. I suppose this is where most people would ask the obvious question. What are you? Funny thing is, I don't particularly care. A monster? A spirit? A curse? Or a miracle? They're only words. I've spent my career watching ordinary humans do things far crueler than any fairy tale creature ever could. So, forgive me if I'm not especially interested in labels. I'm interested in you. There's the smile. You hide it so quickly. You don't think anyone notices. But I do. I notice everything about you. The way you thank every cleaner, The way you pretend to be asleep so the elderly man across the corridor gets seen first. The way you flinch whenever someone compliments you. The way you never complain, even when you're hurting. You're kind. Far kinder than someone who's convinced he's dangerous has any right to be. May I tell you another secret? I requested this ward, specifically, not because of the hours and not because of the pay, because of room 12. Your room. No, not after I met you. Before. Because another hospital sent over your records. Most nurses skim them. I read every page. 3 hospitals, 9 consultants, no diagnosis, no family visits, no explanation. Every file ended with exactly the same sentence. Patient continues to decline despite intervention. Except you didn't. Not really. There were little recoveries, tiny impossible recoveries. Always during the night. Always unrecorded. Almost as though someone simply stayed with you. That's when I became curious. Curiosity can be dangerous. Sometimes it becomes compassion. Sometimes compassion becomes something else. You know, the doctors think you're sleeping when I stay after my shift ends. I never corrected them. They think I'm overly dedicated. It's a rather flattering rumour. But the truth is, I don't like leaving you alone. Because every night I do, your breathing becomes just a little more shallow. And every night I stay, it steadies again. I spent days trying to convince myself it was coincidence, weeks, until coincidence became impossible. So I performed a tiny experiment. Oh, don't frown, nothing unpleasant. One evening, I deliberately stayed away, only for an hour. Do you remember? Probably not. You developed a fever. Your heart rhythm became erratic. You nearly stopped breathing. And the moment I came back, I sat beside you, took your hand, and within minutes, everything settled. No medication and no intervention, just presence. That's when I knew. Not exactly what you were, but what you needed. You survive, not on blood, not on flesh, not on fear, but on life itself. Not enough to harm someone with a passing conversation, and not enough to steal. Just enough that when someone willingly stays close, your body remembers how to keep living. You never meant for it to happen, did you? I didn't think so. You're crying. Oh, sweetheart. No, please don't look away. You're allowed to be seen, even now. Especially now. I promise you something. Listen carefully. I'm not staying because I pity you. I'm staying because somewhere between checking your pulse, straightening your blankets, arguing with consultants who'd already given up, and talking to you while you pretended to sleep, I realised something. Something I should probably be ashamed to admit. I started looking forward to my night shifts. Not because of the work, because of you. And that is a rather frightening thing for a nurse to discover.